Hello, this is Teresa Eicher with Counseling and Wellness Services of Archbold. We are in partnership with Jill Holgrave Wellness Consulting, and welcome to the holiday season. Are you one of those people who think that Christmas starts right after Halloween? Or are you one of those people that Christmas has to wait until after Thanksgiving? I grew up in a household where Christmas had to wait until Thanksgiving. Right now, I'm living in a household where we put our Christmas tree up right before Halloween. So we are all kinds of mixed up around here, but we are enjoying the season, that is for sure. Speaking of the holiday season, it's really easy to get caught up in it. We've had our lovely time change recently, and oftentimes I'll hear more people talk about struggling with the amount of darkness that we experience. Just having some of those gloomy days and less sunlight, more darkness time, people can really say that it affects their mood and they feel it in their day to day. I know sometimes those days can feel long and they can feel dreary, and it's hard not to get caught up into that. They'll also talk with me in the holiday season sometimes of just feeling the pressure. Life tends to move pretty fast, and our calendars are pretty full, whether that's kids, whether that's work events, whether that's family life. It can be a lot. I know sometimes too, as we talk about family life, we have more time together. And while that can be embraced in a lot of ways, it also can be pretty hard, depending on what your family circumstances are. And sometimes it can highlight who is there and who's not there. And that's hard. And so as we venture into this holiday season, I want to talk with you a little bit about how mindset and boundaries can come into play. And I'm just going to encourage you to really kind of think about how we hold space for ourselves and our emotions. Many times what I find is that people come in and they really just kind of take an all or nothing approach with life. It's either all good or it's all bad, it's all positive, it's all negative, it's very black or white. And what I find is that that rarely is an accurate point of view of what life is. Life truly, truly is more about living in the gray. And I find that people experience more joy, more happiness, more gratefulness for their life and the things in it when they can find and work within that gray. And so just as we encounter this holiday season, we might stumble upon and come upon hard. I know sometimes the holidays will highlight for us maybe a family member that's been lost, a change in relationship, something where life is just really different. And as we venture into the holiday season, it's super easy to then look at it and say, see, this person isn't here with me. This relationship has changed. Life is just so different. And what I might encourage you to do is just step back and do some reflection. Do some reflection on, yes, how has life changed? How is it not having that person there? How is it with the family dynamic being different? What is that like for you? And allow yourself to hold some space for those emotions. I think one of the things that we often do is we think as we hold space for emotions that we also have to do something with those emotions. And I don't think that's always true. I think many times holding space for emotions is just simply allowing yourself to feel it, allowing yourself to be in it, giving yourself time, giving yourself space, and just allowing yourself in it. I also think, though, that we can simultaneously have those hard feelings and those intense feelings and still experience joy and thankfulness and gratefulness. It's deviating and moving away from that all or nothing approach. My life is all bad right now, or my life is all good right now. That space that so many of us oftentimes live in. It's deviating away from that and saying, yes, while it is hard to have that relationship be different, while it is hard for this season to be different from other past seasons, there is also brightness and good within this too. Maybe while we're thinking about the people that might be missing, we're also noticing the people that are present. The people who, in our journey of life have stayed with us, remain with us. Maybe we're recognizing the blessings that they are to our lives. And so I just ask you, whatever that situation is, let's do some reflection. let's take some time. Let's set some boundaries with ourselves and remind ourselves that, we're not going to get caught up in the all or nothing of it. We're going to hold space. We're going to recognize the complexity of our feelings and the complexity of the things in our life. We're going to hold space for that. And we're going to give ourselves time and space and energy to feel the different feelings. The joy of being all together again. The joy of loving one another. The joy of having time off and space for that. But also the hard that maybe relationships have changed, and the hard that we're in spaces where we notice these changes. So I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. I hope this time change has not been too much. I will have some sessions in the future on just some things that you can do to minimize the impact of these time changes and the increased darkness. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.